Let's go to Power FM journalist Moloko Mothapo, who was allegedly threatened with a firearm earlier this morning. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. Can you just tell us what happened?
Good morning, Shahan. Just a slight correction. My name is Moloko Mothapo. What actually happened was that this morning when I arrived here, I found that the road that is connecting Hammanskraal, the main township, as well as Soshanguve. This is where the violence broke out yesterday. It had been barricaded with roads and burning tires with rocks, I mean to say. Now, there were the youngsters who were manning them, and I arrived there to find a group of journalists who were doing their job, really. And the first thing they did was that they briefed me to say, you don't take pictures of people, you also don't interview people on record. And of course, I went on like everybody else, doing my job, taking pictures of burning tires, and everybody was happy until I attempted to take a picture of a grill of a car that was on the road. That was when two guys who were in another group, they were not where we were. And then they were very angry. They came there. One of them took out a gun. He cocked it and pointed it at me, insulting. And the other one was pushing me. They confiscated my equipment, my recording devices, my phone. And, my attempt to even show them the pictures that I did not take pictures of people couldn't help. Luckily, this happened in the presence of other journalists and, of course, other locals who were there. Luckily, some of the locals that I had spent time with came to my rescue. They stopped that man, and he immediately left. And I was told later by some of the locals that he's actually one of the local thugs. Really, he does go in and out of jail. But ultimately, I was safe.
Do you feel that there are enough police officers in the area, given that there are 16,000 people that government is trying to vacate from this land?
Well, when we got here, there were not much police present here, except that I saw at least two police vans next to the SAPS academy as you enter into this area. But going further, there were no police. And it was only after that particular incident that involved me that about 20 minutes later we saw police arriving with nyalas and of course those groups of young people dispersing into the villages and now but I must indicate, Shahan, that as much as there was that incident, generally the people here are very friendly to us as media personnel. Of course, they do turn away motorists who are trying to drive through, but they allowed since this morning school children to proceed and go to school. And just to ensure that they are very kind to us, they now took us as media contingent. We are now deep in this particular informal settlement. You remember, we couldn't go in because we were not sure that we would be safe. So they now took us in so that we can be able to see the area itself where they are being evicted.
All right, so now that they've actually taken you in there, what are they saying about moving out? A court has ordered that they should move out, but residents are not likely to do this.
Well, earlier we spoke to one of the community leader, that is Jakes Maleka, if I'm not wrong, and he was saying that actually they have been here since January, and the municipality is aware that they've been living here since January, and they've been negotiating with the municipality. What he's saying is that they will not move. And he was telling us that there was a meeting earlier this morning between them as community leaders and members of the SAPS, and they made an undertaking that there would not be evictions today. However, he was unhappy that there's another meeting that is underway elsewhere involving municipal officials, SAPS, and of course the security cluster in general. And he was saying that they are unhappy because they are not allowed to be in that meeting as a community. And, but their issue is that they are not willing to move from this area.
All right, thank you very much for your time. That was Power FM journalist Moloko Mothapo. Apologies for getting your name wrong earlier. And just a reminder that our team, eNCA's team, is on the ground as well, and we will bring you updates throughout the day.